Describe a time when you were sleepy but had to stay awake. You should say when it happened, why you were sleepy, why you had to stay awake, and how you stayed awake. I would like to talk about an experience when I was extremely drowsy but still managed to stay sharp. It happened just last week. It was early Monday morning when I needed to wake up at 4 a.m. to help my sister prepare for her wedding. From that time, I was so sleepy since I didn't get enough sleep. We hit the sack at exactly 1 a.m., so basically I only had 3 hours of sleep. We slept late since we prepared her wedding gown and wedding clothes that night. Also, we helped in preparing the venue in a restaurant in a high-class hotel. As a matter of fact, I was one of the event organizers, so I needed to do my tasks. Aside from the clothing and the venue, I also exercised some communication responsibilities because I needed to inform and invite the colleagues, relatives, and friends of my sister. Since my sister had other tasks, she gave me the responsibility for doing this. Although it's tiring, I still felt satisfied and great about it as I was able to help her out. Of course, I needed to stay awake at that time since I didn't want to fail my sister. From that day, I wanted everything to be organized, proper, and efficient. I wanted everything to be memorable for her so her wedding day could be one of the best days of her life. As for what I did to stay awake, I just drank coffee that my mum prepared for me. If I'm not mistaken, I drank 4 cups. It was a bit too much, but the coffee energized me a lot. Likewise, I listened to some upbeat songs just to help me stay awake. I listened to some pop songs by Taylor Swift that were uplifting and energizing. What kind of people lack sleep? In my view, the type of people who lack sleep would be workers like street sweepers, security guards, policemen, teachers, and even engineers. As for the street sweepers, they wake up early so they can ensure the cleanliness of the city. If they cleaned it in the late morning, then there would be a lot of people, so it would be hard for them to do their job. For security guards, they need to maintain our security and safety all the time. If they sleep, then a danger or threat might come from any bad person. For other jobs I mentioned, they also lack sleep because of their dedication to their profession. Why do people feel tired a lot nowadays? For this question, I think it would always be dependent upon the age of people. For parents or elders, they're frequently exhausted since they have many responsibilities not only at home but also in their workplace. After working for 8 hours in the office, they'll start their jobs as parents, such as looking after their children or doing household chores like cooking and cleaning the house. Meanwhile, for children, especially for high school students, they're drained because of their academic responsibilities. They have tons of tasks to do, like preparing for their examinations, such as the Gaokao. How do people keep awake when they're tired? There are several ways people can keep themselves awake despite their exhaustion. Firstly, it's through energy drinks or coffee. As we all know, coffee has caffeine that wakes us up. Otherwise, some people just eat their favorite snacks. In my case, I love eating chips whenever I feel tired. I guess after eating this, the energy I consumed comes back to me again. Lastly, most of my friends just sing upbeat songs. They play some party songs so they would still feel awake and energetic. On what occasions do people need to keep awake even though they feel tired? Generally, it always depends upon the place. For the workplace, workers should stay awake during meetings or conferences, since everything that's being discussed will be needed in their jobs. There are also some important announcements and reminders that they need to know. In the context of a school, students must stay awake during flag-raising ceremonies or lectures, since it's respectful not only to the teachers but also to the country.